So, in the never-ending saga that is Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the man who should have been deported many times over because he is an illegal alien who broke into the country years ago, has had a final order for deportation for a long time now, is still in the country because of rogue judges doing everything they possibly can to thwart the rule of law. These are activists wearing judge robes. They have been installed by political political hacks, and so we all suffer the consequences. This is from CNN, the liberal news network. They write, Kilmar Abrego Garcia cannot be deported until at least early October, according to this rogue judge. Now, I have to ask, at one point, can you just tell these judges to go F off and pound sand? They're clearly thwarting the rule of law. They're just making up crap as they go. The intention is to slow walk deportations whenever and wherever they can. And Abrego Garcia, for whatever reason, is a flashpoint for these idiots who are doing everything they can to keep him here. Maybe they think he's sympathetic enough to where they can make this a point. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So a federal judge is planning to have the Trump administration officials testify in early October about the government's efforts to redeport Kilmar Abrego Garcia because he has a final order for deportation. And the judge is attempting to prohibit his removal from the U.S. for several more weeks. No, October is more than a month away. U.S. District Judge Paula Zinnes, the political hack, on Wednesday said an evidentiary hearing for October 6th that she would rule within 30 days of the hearing and that Abrego Garcia must remain in the U.S. until then. But why? Why should they? Just because he has other cases ongoing? He has a final order for removal. This judge should have no power to stop this. In the meantime, CNN writes, Abrego Garcia is expected to remain in Immigration and Customs Enforcement custody. His efforts to stave off another deportation will happen in other forums. First, he will have an interview with immigration officials who will assess whether he's credibly made a claim that he fears being prosecuted or tortured in Uganda. Shut the up, man. That's retarded. Who cares? Get him the hell out. The country the Trump administration is planning to send him to. Right, like he knows anybody in Uganda. Shut the hell up. If they determine he has, they must work to identify another country to deport him to. These are the kind of laws that need to be thrown out. It's not our responsibility to take anybody in. Certainly not people like Abrego Garcia. I don't care if people do fear for their life. It's not our responsibility. It never has been, never should have been. Now, if we want to be gracious and let people in, that's fine. But our hands should not be tied because I'm afraid of going home. So what? So what? Maybe you deserve to be fearing for your life, for all we know. Now, the Justice Department attorney Drew Ensign said that he expects the process to take at least 2 weeks. Zinnes, hearing in October, will likely feature testimony from administration officials so that the political hack judge can determine whether they properly followed their own procedures or acted lawfully. Right, because this douche nozzle, this pissant nobody judge thinks that she can overturn the executive branch. Abrego Garcia is also separately seeking to renew his bid for asylum, even though he's an illegal alien who has been breaking the law for years, a process that will play out before an immigration judge within the Justice Department. Or better yet, don't let him renew his bid for asylum, guy. Just and throw him out with the trash that he is. In mid-March, the Trump administration unlawfully deported Abrego Garcia to El Salvador. No, they didn't, where he spent time in the country's notorious mega prison. He was later brought back to the U.S. to face human smuggling charges, but the Trump administration is trying to quickly deport him again, even before the trial concludes. And that was a mistake. They should not have brought him in to face more charges. Just guy, get him out of here. They should have left him at the out of the country in jail. So... But yeah, judge corruption is one of the threats to modern day America. These people, for decades, the Democrat Party has been putting these activist judges in positions of authority for this very reason, to stop and thwart the will of the American people if it were to ever go against what they desire, what they want, which is the destruction of the country and rebuilding it into something new. likely a socialist communist regime. This judge is just one more cog in that machine. But this kind of stuff needs to come to an end. We need to disallow the tyranny of the judicial activists against the American people. That needs to end. Just saying.